And today's starting pitcher, Max Scherzer.
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Trent Grisham, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. So here's Scherzer. So 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
And the righty deals. Outside low. Now 3 and 1.
1 strike.
And a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
And here comes Bellinger. Right down to shoot. Strike 1.
Ball 1.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. That one missed. Goes down looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter. And somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. First pitch misses. Grisham, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Yep, that ball went out.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Fastball for a strike. And a count 2-1. And a big swing and a miss. Man at first, 1 away. Popped up. And there are 2 down.
Batting fourth, third baseman.
And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. They've had a great year offensively, as good an offensive team as you will find in the American League.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. And that is out of play. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Yankees nothing. Blue Jays coming to bat. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Rogers Center. And today's starting pitcher, Carlos Rodon. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball. Fires over to first. One up, one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays.
Right fielder,
it features a great veteran presence, George Springer.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close late game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
George Springer now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Rodon, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Strike two.
Well, he's got power and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
Nabs it out. Number 2. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
And first offering is fouled off. And ball one.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. LeMahieu makes the catch, and that'll do it. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Scoreless after one. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton measures 6 feet 6 inches, 245 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2007. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball one. And another ball. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And up next for New York, Ben Rice. That's down and in. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. That missed by a lot. And the count is even, 2-2. One out, base is empty.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting 7.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. That one finds the zone. 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the second.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back now in Toronto.
Leading
and here's the
off
catcher,
for the Jays,
Alejandro Kirk.
Alejandro
He is
Kirk.
at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Left field. 2 away.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Headed towards the corner. Judge really on his horse for this one. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-2. No score here in the second. Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back on to the third inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, J.C. Esquera. Max Scherzer back to work. That's in there. It's 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Right through there for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
And a ground ball to first. The flip to the pitcher covering. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting 9th, second baseman DJ LeMahieu.
Here's DJ LeMahieu. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a one-out double for the first hit of the game.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a
Now
lost start
batting,
for some, so that was
designated
nicely
hitter,
done to beat the
Grisham.
odds. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Walked to open the ball game. This one popped up. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside
batting,
collapsed a
the
little
center
bit, and the
fielder,
launch
Cody
angle
Bellinger.
not where he needed it to be.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Bellinger getting ready to hit. Caught looking his first time up. And that's in the dirt. Next pitch is outside. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
The 2-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Aaron Judge, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Chopped left side, but it kicks foul. That one ripped, and foul ball. And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for
Here's
the
the center
Jays,
fielder,
center
Miles
fielder,
Straw.
Miles Straw.
Rodon back to work. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, these Blue Jays definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Outside low, and it's 1-2. Popped up. LeMahieu. He's got it, and there's one away.
Batting 8th, left fielder, Jonathan Clase.
So up next for Toronto, Jonathan Clase. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. One down, base is empty. That one lifted to left. Stanton is there. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Will Wagner.
Next up for the Blue Jays. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Ball one there.
Ball one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Rodon ready. Here comes. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the bat alive.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Down in order go the Blue Jays. And we are still scoreless. Back here at Rogers Center, here is Aaron Judge.
Right fielder, Aaron
When he steps
Judge.
in the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of...
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
And Judge spoils that one. Next offering misses down and away. Mad Max notches the K.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Grounded out his first time. Just missed. One down, base is empty.
That's ball 2.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Went down on strikes his first time through. And a swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball.
Well, that's
2
that
strikes.
slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. I talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
1 ball.
Pitch
2
misses,
strikes.
and a count 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Yankees, and we're still knotted at 0. Back now in Toronto.
Leading
Bottom
off
4.
for the
Now here's the
Jays,
leadoff man for the Blue
shortstop,
Jays,
Ernie
Ernie Clement. And that one is lifted in the air. Stanton makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Almost a loud start to the
Now
inning on that
batting,
first
the
pitch.
right
Man, he's going to
fielder,
want that one back, no doubt.
Springer.
Here's George Springer. And the first offering is not close. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they clean things up for the out.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 1 so far. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. That's a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Swing and a foul out of play. And now 1 and 2. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see something, oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. Still no score. And we're back. Ready now for the fifth inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. Max Scherzer goes to work. And that one fouled off.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
That one not close. 2 and 1. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. 2 strikes. Scherzer deals. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, shortstop.
Dominant
Anthony
performance
Volpe.
for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Go ahead run on base, and here is Anthony Volpe. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Just missed. Fouled off. He was late. And that one upstairs. Rice gets his lead at first with nobody out. Just missed.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
J.C. Esquera stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. This one in the air. Wagner. He makes the grab. 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Doubled his first time up. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Justin Brule up and loosening in the pen. Green getting loose as well. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. A 2-run homer. 3rd home run of the season, and that gives them a lead. It's 2-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now here's Trent Grisham. He's 0 for 1. In there at the knees, 0-1. Grisham in his 6th season, 28 years old. And he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. In the air, left field. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop. Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he's still.
And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, the bright side is that that'll help the on-base percentage a little bit, and that's a category no batter can ignore these days. OBP, OPS, well, maybe that'll ease the pain just a little bit.
And fouled off. The Blue Jays hitless so far in the game. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one is back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, designated hitter Davis Schneider.
So digging in, Davis Schneider. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Just missed.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And there's a ball. Clips the corner. 2-2.
2-2. Yep.
Fastball is outside. Struck him out looking. I don't know about you, Chris, but that felt like a weird at bat right there. Didn't give much to hit until the final pitch, and he still got the backwards catch.
Yeah, not a single pitch was actually inside the strike zone, but he was being very aggressive in the box and fell behind in the count. Then they finally do challenge him, and he couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Kind of a strange strikeout for sure, Boog.
Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays. First pitch, not close. Strike one.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Kirk off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Now it's going to be Jonathan Clase.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. 2 on, 2 outs. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Blue Jays leave a pair. They trail things here 2-0.
Now pitching.
We're back,
the Blue Jays.
and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Justin Bull.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That's off the mark, and 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, right fielder Aaron Judge.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Just off the outside edge.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
Judge waits. Too low, and it's ball 3. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 68 preparing to come on if needed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock, and now a free pass. This
Up
has the
next
makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
Chisholm Jr.
First and second, no outs. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
Pickoff throw.
He's safe.
First and second, no outs. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
And a breaking ball misses outside. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1.
He's out.
Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. That one hit the knees for a strike. That's outside. 1-1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two outs. That one missing inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ben Rice on deck for the Yankees. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batting,
And
first
here's the
baseman,
first
Ben
baseman,
Rice.
Ben Rice. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1's the count.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-1.
2
strike.
walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Check swing, and he went. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Fouled off the plate, they'll do it again. Stays alive. That misses the zone. 2-2. This one in the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone
Now
gets a
batting,
walk, Boog.
Shortstop,
So
Anthony
bases
Volpe.
all loaded up. And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. And that
Ball 1.
misses. Ball one.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
2-0. Rip, but it curls foul. And he hits a ground ball right side. He steps on the bag, out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. So they strand 3 and leave them loaded. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 2 and the Jays nothing. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the second baseman, Will Wagner.
Second baseman, Will Wagner.
Rodon back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Jays being a little too patient at the plate in this game. We've seen them go down looking several times, just not really showing much fight in a lot of their at-bats so far.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Pitch in the dirt, and the count 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. On the ground to third. Jazz tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Misses off the plate, and that's ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Popped up. Rice settles under this one. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, George Springer.
And the batter is George Springer. And first offering is fouled off. Inside, just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And it's fouled away. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Bellinger pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Yankees 2 and the Jays nothing.
Now pitching
out of the bullpen for the Jays, number 68.
Number 68.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
J.C. Esquera stepping in now for the Yankees.
Catcher, number 25.
Slapped foul. The 0-1. Swing and a chopper out to short. Clement over to first. There to beat him by an eyelash.
Now batting, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Trent Grisham.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness, making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Bellinger up to hit. 1 for 3. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. High fly ball out into left center field. Clase coming on. Squeezes it. And that is that. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're on top 2-0. Bottom of the 7th, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Mark Leiter Jr. getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Brubaker warming up as well. That one's in there. 0-2 now.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
On the ground, Volpe. And a quick out, number 1.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently.
Now batting,
it doesn't matter
catcher,
how many highlight reel plays you make if you
Kirk.
can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
That clips the zone, and that's strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
1 down, base is empty. And that drops in for a strike. And that skips in the dirt.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one just misses. Out to short. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're
Now
routine,
batting,
but that doesn't mean it's always going to be
baseman,
smooth. He
Addison
delivered a good play right there.
Barger.
And the batter now, Addison Barger. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
2 out, space is empty. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Now pitching for the
Chad
Blue
Green
Jays.
gets the ball now. Hasn't
Number
pitched in the
57.
last 3 days.
Chad Green.
Aaron Judge
Leading
at
off
the
for the
plate.
Yankees,
He's not
right
going to
fielder
get
Aaron
cheated up there.
Judge.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
The pitch. And there's a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him.
Up
Not much
next
to this one
for the
other than just a
Yankees,
willingness
third
to go
baseman,
the other
Jazz
way and put the ball
Chisholm
in play. That's a
Jr.
team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch just misses. Green goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Next
That's
offering
ball
misses, and the count is 2-0. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Nick Sandlin up and throwing. Little, a left-hander, also throwing. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The count 2-1. Just missed.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And here's a 3-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
A couple of singles
Now
back to
batting,
back. Couldn't
left
get any
fielder,
air under it, but he
Giancarlo
smoked
Stanton.
that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. First offering misses badly for ball one. And that one is inside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Here's a 2-0. And delivers outside.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
And that'll load the bases.
Ball four.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end
Now
up
batting,
winning this
the
ball
first
game,
baseman,
they're going to
Ben
look back
Rice.
at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. Golden opportunity right here.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
Up and in, ball one.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. 6 straight outside the strike zone.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. And that one fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in a spot where they really needed one.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Inside. And that's ball one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
And that one fouled off. So they're all loaded up.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The bases are full for the New York Yankees. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, J.C. Esquera. Swinging a foul out of play. Two outs. Chopped out in front of the plate. Fires to first on the run. Oh, the throw is wild. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a two-base error.
Well, some errors hurt way more than others, right? I mean, 2 runs come in right there, so definitely a tough one to get over, and that could have been a very different result if they make the play cleanly.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Chad Green out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet, as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Nick Sandlin.
Number 52.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. He's already homered in this game. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. And that's down and away.
2-0. Hey!
2 outs, 2 in scoring position, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's now a 6-run lead. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
In now is the Yankees DH, Trent Grisham, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. And that's in there for strike 1. LeMahieu, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
One ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That's inside.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Cody Bellinger waiting to hit for the Yankees.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. And they'll do it again. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Now batting, center
So
fielder,
first and
Cody
second with 2
Bellinger.
outs. Here comes Belly to take his cuts. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And 2 in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
And a swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And it is gone. He'll circle the bases. His second home run of the series. And they add to their lead. It's 9-0.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Nick Sandlin done for the day. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching
Out
for
of the
Blue
bullpen for the
Jays.
Jays, Braden Fisher.
Number
He's
63.
throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here comes Aaron Judge. That clips the corner. Yo, 1. He swings and fouls one off.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss, and that'll do it. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees 9 and the Jays nothing. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Swing and a miss. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
Fit, your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Strike 3, struck him out for the 3rd time today.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right
Now
there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you could sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, it happens.
Straw in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. The Yankees up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a foul ball. Next pitch is downstairs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Clase, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Rodon ready, the 0-2 on the way. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That one outside. And that's ball 2. Struck him out without a swing. And he strikes out the side for the 5th time today. Incredible. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. The pitch. Climb the ladder with that fastball. That's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Yariel Rodriguez appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Little, the lefty, warming up as well. Lined, and that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Here's Stanton now. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
And that one misses up and in. And now it's even 1-1. Outside.
That's a ball.
Pitch misses there, and now 3-1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. His first homer of the year, it's 11-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first offering is not close. And another ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here at the top of the ninth. Hard hit right side. Sends it to first. Now one gone in the ninth.
Now batting shortstop Anthony Volpe.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. And that one wrapped foul. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering upstairs. And that's too high.
1 strike.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
J.C. Esquera stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hit in the air, center field. Straw has a beat on it. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman DJ LeMahieu.
DJ LeMahieu will hit next.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Just missed. There's a strike.
1-1.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Fires over to Guerrero, and that is that. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. We head now to the bottom of the ninth. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for
Back
New York.
now as they hand the ball to
Number
a fresh
38.
arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Devin Williams.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is.
Leading
Your mental
off for
toughness
the
matters in
Jays,
situations like
second
this as well.
baseman, Will
Now it's the second baseman,
Wagner.
Will Wagner. Yeah, that's a little bit high. Ball one. And that one pulled foul.
That's out.
Pitch misses inside. And that's ball three. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
This to third, and foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball
Now
in that
batting,
3-2 count kind of
shortstop,
tells you
Ernie
that that's the pitch he has the
Clement.
most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Back to the top of the order now. Next to hit, Ernie Clement. That's in there. It's 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
The 0-1 way inside, and that hit him. And it'll be
Now
George
batting,
Springer to step
right
to the plate.
fielder, George Springer.
First offering, and it just misses.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
Outside.
Ground ball, could be two. Quick feed to second for one. On to first in time. Double play.
They made that double play look so
Now
easy,
batting,
but it was
the
far
first
from
baseman,
routine.
Vladimir
That's the one thing about big
Guerrero
leaguers. They make tough
Jr.
plays look simple.
So it's their last chance in this one. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Foul ball. And
I got a
ball
ball,
one.
1 strike.
And that misses. And a count 2-1. Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Yankees use 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Yeah, pretty tight ball game up until the 8th inning, and that's really the time where you expect things to lock down. But the offense broke out, incredible outburst, and just put this game out of reach.
11-0 your final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.